Hi, my name is Sandy Green, and this is my presentation of Internet Use Violation case study for EDL 850 School Law Module 16. Category 1, Problem Identification and Analysis. What do you know? Dr. Forbes is a well-educated, well-respected principal of a prestigious high school in a financially wealthy community. Dr. Forbes hired Miss Walker to teach science classes at Roosevelt High School. Miss Walker is a second-year teacher. Miss Walker encountered an email informing her to check out a web page. Miss Walker read critical and highly suggestive comments about her and her teaching, along with vulgar curse words and a death threat concerning her life on the web page. Miss Walker contacted the principal of her school regarding the serious cyber threat, asking if she could contact the police. Dr. Forbes made an assumption the incident was a prank. Dr. Forbes inquired of any suspected students. Miss Walker named an assumed student, making unprofessional and defaming claims against the student. Dr. Forbes stated he would make copies of the email and web page. Dr. Forbes stated he would interview the suspected student along with his friends the following day. Dr. Forbes would contact the district technologist, if necessary, to determine origination of the email. So, what do you need to know in the problem identification analysis? Who sent the email? Was it a student, parent, or community member at large? Who created the web page message? What were the specific verbal written attacks? And when was the email sent and web page created? Is this a credible threat? Problem identification and analysis. Problem identified. A teacher was harassed and threatened via email and web page. A standard district procedure of encountering cyberbullying and malicious cyber threats were not followed, allowing for teacher safety to be at risk. Dr. Forbes did not take the cyber threat seriously, referring to the incident as a possible prank. Ethical principles were not followed. Miss Walker made unprofessional remarks regarding one of her students. Miss Walker committed an act of implied malice, making accusatory and unprofessional remarks of a student to her administrator. Administrative integrity and fairness was compromised, singling out one student before gathering the facts. So, Category 2, Proposed Plan of Action, Steps 1 to solve the problem. As the building administrator, I would solve the problem by contacting the following people, informing them of the written verbal cyber threats and possible crisis situation. My assigned executive director to form and receive any necessary guidance, school district security to investigate and provide a safe school environment, local police department to investigate and provide a safe school environment, district IT department to investigate the origination and confirmation of the email and website threat. Category 2, Proposed Plan of Action, Step 2 to solve the problem. As the building administrator, I would solve the problem by continuing the investigation alongside the district security department and police department. Interview the teacher, Miss Walker, for more valuable information to help solve the case. Informing Miss Walker she must share information in a professional and ethical manner. Follow up with the district IT department to see if they have found the origination of the email and website message. Interview any students that may have information regarding the cyber threat. And with the assistance of all involved, dissecting the information given to make an educated analysis of a possible credible threat. Category 2, Proposed Plan of Action, Step 3 to solve the problem. As the building administrator, I would solve the problem by deeming the cyber threat credible or not credible, given the evidence provided with previous investigative steps. If the threat is credible and from within the school, such as student, staff, and parent, ensure Ms. Walker is safe, providing security at school if necessary, follow school board policy procedures regarding cyber threats and crime incidents from within, impose appropriate school discipline procedures upon the suspects involved, allow police and district security to continue investigating, inform Ms. Walker of her next steps recommended by police and district security. Category 3, resolving the issues based on promoting the success of all students. As a building administrator, I would focus on resolving the issues by providing support and resources for Ms. Walker to improve her teaching skills in the area of student rapport. A teacher, mentor, or guide to help her make decisions regarding students, lesson plans, and so forth. Continuing education classes or workshops. Providing these resources will assist Ms. Walker to establish a more positive rapport with our students and parents. As the case indicated, parents and students were complaining of a rigorous workload and poor instruction. Promote educational rigor with an attainable workload for all students. Category 3, resolving the issue based on promoting the success of all students. Promote and maintain a safe learning environment for all students. Provide instruction to all students of technology safety. Discuss the internet violation with only those involved. Appropriately discipline students who are found guilty of the internet violation incident according to school policy. Debriefing the problem. Reflecting on what I was thinking. As I was reading the case study, I was asking myself, why did the principal treat the cyber threat so nonchalantly? I also pondered the question of, why didn't Miss Walker call the police in the first place, as she seemed scared for her life? I was thinking in my mind that would have probably been the first step I would have taken. I was shocked that the principal didn't make a priority of wanting to find out the origination of the email as a main goal. This step probably would have helped solve the case very quickly without going through interviewing several people. As I was reading the case study, I felt empathy for Miss Walker. She was scared for her life, and the principal did not seem to think the threat was very serious. Having said that, however, I was also disappointed in Miss Walker's unprofessionalism and inappropriate accusations of one of her own students. I seem to have felt a little empathy for Miss Walker's students, as they sounded frustrated with her high expectations, but receiving inadequate classroom instruction. Debriefing the problem, reflecting on what I value. I value and respect building leaders, as they must model integrity, model professionalism, have a plan of action during a crisis situation, and follow through with their plan, model and promote respect for all students, maintain a safe and secure school environment at all times. Unresolved or open issues for unidentified issues that are unresolved or open for further investigation. A plan of action when a crisis of this type happens, who to communicate with, and what steps to take when. The person who committed the crime, was it a student, parent, staff member, or someone not related to the school? What type of discipline will the person receive according to board policy? The academic educational administrator, as building leader, I demonstrated a sense of integrity and ethical behavior by informing Ms. Walker she must share information of students in a professional and ethical manner, providing support and resources for Ms. Walker to improve her teaching skills in the area of student rapport, promote educational rigor with an attainable workload for all students. As building leader, I demonstrated ethical principles and professional norms by assisting with the assistance of all involved, dissecting the information given to make an educated analysis of a possible credible threat. Informing Ms. Walker she must share information in a professional and ethical manner. Follow school board policy procedures regarding cyber threats and crime incidents from within. Allow police and district security to continue their investigation. And inform Ms. Walker of her next steps recommended by police and district security. As building leader, I demonstrated personal professional code of ethics by discussing the internet violation with only those involved, appropriately disciplining students who are found guilty of the internet violation incident according to school board policy, and informing Ms. Walker she must share information in a professional and ethical manner. And my resources are listed as on the page. And that's the end of my case study. Thank you for watching my video.